Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. This is Online English School. It's a pleasure for me to be here once again on this nice Thursday, the 10th of September, 2020. Okay, very good. This is a free online class. We are broadcasting live from Madrid, capital of Spain, broadcasting live. It's about 4:15 in the afternoon. And today we're going to talk about level B2, which is upper intermediate, as you can see on the screen. And we have online class number 2. Okay, level B2 upper intermediate online class number 2. Now today we're going to concentrate on types of writing. Okay, and today's type is going to be essays. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you how to write essays. Okay, I hope you like the lesson. I hope you like what I have prepared for you. And hopefully you will learn something interesting in case you need to write an essay for your school, the university, or wherever you are. Okay, because sooner or later, excuse me, we need to write essays. Okay, so once again, level B2 upper intermediate online class number 2, free online class live from Madrid, Spain. Types of essays, type of writings rather, essays. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what we have. Okay, remember you can write your comments on the chat. The chat lines are open, so you can write whatever you want. Hello, Sarah, how are you? Hello, Eliana, you moved up the level. You don't want to be with us anymore on level B1. And Eliana is joining us on level B2. All right, very good, very good. So how are you, Eliana? How is Juan? Say hello to him for me, okay? Hello, Sarah, how are you? Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have Miss Malaga with us and Miss Mexico. All right, very good, very good. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. Okay, let's move on. As usual, welcome to JC's Online English School. All right, it's a pleasure for me to have you here today. Okay, now today's date, as usual. First British. Today is Thursday, the 9th of September, 2020 or 2020. Okay, Americans. Today is Thursday because the day is the same. September 9th, 2020. Okay, so there you have it, as usual. British, once again, today is Thursday, the 9th of September, 2020 or 2020. American, today is Thursday, September 9th, 2020. Hello, Pablito, how are you? Welcome back. Pablo from Brazil, from Brasilia. Okay, Liana from Texas, and Sara from Spain. All right, I know all of you. I know all of you already. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, yes, good morning to you. Good morning, good afternoon for us. Pablo, yes. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Now, remember there are 6 English levels. I always talk about this in every lesson. A1 beginner, A2 elementary, B1 intermediate, the one that Ileana doesn't want to belong to anymore. Okay, B2 upper intermediate, C1 advanced, and finally C2 proficiency. And of course, today it is Thursday, and as you know, Thursdays we have B2 upper intermediate. Okay, yes, I have a good memory. Well, not always, Ileana, not always, not always. Sometimes my memory fails. At 53, looking 52, but sometimes my memory fails. Anyway, so vocabulary. Let's talk about a few idioms related to numbers. Okay, before we get into our topic for today, let's talk about idioms related to numbers. They're very good. They are upper intermediate level idioms, but I hope you like them. Okay, let's begin with the first one, from left to right. Okay, going row after row. Now, all in one piece. All in one piece, as you can see, means safely. Okay, all in one piece means safely. And a good example is, he got home from the party all in one piece. He probably drank a lot, but yeah, he got home from the party all in one piece. He got home safe or safely. Okay, next one. Back to square one. Ooh, back to square one means back to the start. Okay, you've been working really hard. You said, man, I made a mistake. Back to square one again. For example, the project failed. We are back to square one. I'm sorry. Yes, that usually happens sometimes. You're working hard on something and you make a fatal mistake and you're back to square one. All right, next one. Have one too many. That one is related to drinks. Hello, Mario. How are you? Good morning to you. Good afternoon for us. All right, welcome back, Mario. Welcome back. From Argentina. Hey, I remember Mario from Argentina. Okay, Pablo from Brazil. Yana from Mexico, but lives in Texas, and Sara from here from Spain. Hey, I remember Mario. Anyway, so have one too many is related to drinks. So for people who drink, I don't like alcohol, but so it means drink too much alcohol. Okay, it means drink too much alcohol. A good example would be, I can't drive. I had one too many. That's right. When you drink, please do not drive. So I can't drive. I had one too many. Okay, next one. One for the road, also related to alcohol. Have a drink before leaving. Come on, one for the road. Ooh, okay. And the example is, let's have one for the road. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. But anyway, and the last one is 6 feet under, which means dead and buried. Okay, you are no longer with us. For example, I'm going to be 6 feet under by 2100 or 2100. Okay. That's other country. All right, Mario, thank you for the comment, for the joke. Yeah, good meat over there in Argentina. Very good, very good. So once again, all in one piece, safely. Back to square one, back to the start. Have one too many, drink too much alcohol, one for the road, have a drink before leaving, not recommended. And the last one is 6 feet under, dead and buried. Remember, you can say the year 2100 or the year 2100. You can say both, okay? All right, let's move on because there are a few more. There are a few more, just 5 more, actually 4. So 10 to 1. 10 to 1 means something very likely. So it will happen, most probably it will happen. For example, 10 to 1, I'm going to win. Oh no. So 10 to 1, something very likely. 10 to 1, I'm going to win because you're almost 100% sure. So you say 10 to 1. A million and one. A million and one means it's very similar to the real meaning, meaning very many, very many. I have a million and one ideas, not my case. I wish I had a million and one students, but that will come with time, I hope. So a million and one means very many. I have a million and one ideas. Okay, number 3. Put in one's 2 cents. That one is kind of idiomatic, of course. Put in one's 2 cents. That one is not literal. And that means to express one's opinion. Okay, for example, I put in my 2 cents at the meeting. So I expressed my ideas. Okay, so that one is kind of hard. And the last one is cast the first stone. Okay, cast the first stone means to be the first to criticize or attack someone. For example, okay, fine, I'll cast first stone. That movie was awful. That movie was terrible, awful, terrible. All right, so once again, 10 to 1, something very likely. A million and one, very many. Putting one's 2 cents to express one's opinion. And the last one, cast the first stone, which means to be the first to criticize or attack someone. Now, if you watch enough movies or TV series episodes or read a lot of books, sooner or later you're going to see them because I've seen most of them, if not all. So I've seen or heard all of them. But again, you need to spend time watching movies in English or TV series or episodes in English or read books in English. So sooner or later you're going to see them. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, vocabulary, the last screen related to vocabulary before we get into our topic for today. Other ways to say good luck. Yes, there are many. There are many ways to say good luck. For instance, you could say best of luck. May the force be with you, Jedi, like in Star Wars. Okay. Wishing you all the best. I like that one. You'll do great. Yeah, you'll do great. Wishing you lots of luck. Okay. I hope everything will be all right. Knock them dead. That one is idiomatic. I wish you luck. That one's easy. Fingers crossed, like in Spanish, we go like this, fingers crossed. Blow them away. And last but not least, break a leg. Break a leg. So let me repeat them again. Best of luck. May the force be with you. Wishing you all the best. You'll do great. Wishing you lots of luck. I hope everything will be all right. Knock them dead. I wish you luck, or good luck. And fingers crossed. Blow them away and break a leg. All right. So which one is your favorite? Mario, which one is your favorite? Eliana, Pablo, Sara, which one do you like the most? I like wishing you all the best. I like that one. Yeah, my favorite is wishing you all the best. I mean, I like all of them, but if I have to choose one. So which one do you prefer? I hope you're still awake. I hope you're still with me. So tell me, which one do you prefer? Best of luck, may the force be with you, etc., etc., etc. I prefer wishing you all the best. So let me know which one do you prefer? Which one is your favorite? Instead of saying all the time good luck, there are several options. Okay, are you still with me? Okay, Mario says, I love to say fingers crossed. All right, okay, fingers crossed. You forgot the S, but okay. Mario from Argentina says fingers crossed. You like that one? All right. It's very similar to Spanish. Yeah. Paulo says, I wish you luck. All right, I wish you luck is good too. All of them are good. Eliana, what do you think? Sara, what do you think? Let me know. Let me know which one you prefer. Okay, so Eliana is still thinking. She's probably talking to Juan, trying to figure out which one is the best. I don't know. Eliana's still thinking. Eliana says, "I'd like to say wishing you all the best, but I used to say fingers crossed." Yeah, fingers crossed. Like I said, it's very similar. Okay, very good, very good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move on to today's topic. Okay, because I'm gonna give you a lot of tips, So please stay with me. It's a little bit long, but I think you're going to find it interesting, very interesting when you have to write an essay. Okay, Pablo says, I hope everything will be all right. Yeah, that's a nice one too, Pablo. Yeah, I hope everything will be all right. Okay, so types of writing essays. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about types of writings in terms of reports. So tomorrow's lesson is going to be a little more difficult because it is level C1, but I highly recommend it for those of you who need to know how to write essays and reports. So tomorrow's lesson will be concentrated on reports, okay, not essays. Essays I think are easier. Essays are easier. That's why they are on level B2. Hello, Alejandra. How are you? Welcome back. Long time no see. I saw you yesterday. I know. So Alejandra, I have a lot of information here today. Please do not be afraid. Alejandra is afraid when she sees long sentences. Yeah, that's the word in Spanish, Mario. That's the word. Remember, on this level, actually levels B1, B2, and C1, I do not speak in Spanish. I do not speak in Spanish on levels B1, B2, and C1. I only speak in English, but I can say yes to your comments. So yes, that is the word, Mario. So anyway, Alejandra, welcome. So let's begin. Types of writing essays. Okay, here we go. Now, let me give you a definition. The essay is a very formal text to write on a current topic, for example, education, technology, globalization, climate change, and global warming, fashion, immigration, television, sport, politics, etc., etc., etc. All right, so you can write on a lot of topics. Okay, now, in order to develop any of these topics, it is important to keep up to date. Okay, to be up to date, to thus have sufficient and interesting ideas that give our essay quality. Okay, so if you're going to talk about, I don't know, climate change and global warming, and you are not up to date with the current trends in the world, you're not going to be able to write a good essay. So change the topic, okay? Write something with which you are more familiarized. Okay, now, for this, it is advisable, I strongly recommend you to watch and or read the news, articles, different current affairs, both national and international, and of course, read in English. Okay, read them in English, because the essay is supposed to be in English, in order to learn vocabulary that you can use later in your essay and thus give it quality. Okay, so I strongly recommend you to read in English about the topic you need to write about, and it will help you with the vocabulary, with the structure, with the grammar, etc., etc. All right, to give it more quality. So, having said that, let's concentrate also on the fact that since the essay is formal, it's a formal composition, these are the things to keep in mind. Okay, we need to keep in mind a few things because, again, essays are formal compositions. Number one, we do not use contractions, okay, such as if, don't, can't, etc. Please try not to use them, okay, because they're not usually written on an essay. Maybe you see one or two, but normally they're not written, okay? We use contractions mostly when we're speaking, okay, but not when we're writing. Okay, number two, do not express your opinion or our opinions clearly and directly, but rather show distancing, even if that's what we think. Okay, try not to say your opinion, at least in the introduction. Maybe in the conclusion you can, but try not to express your opinion clearly and directly. Okay. Anyway, number three, we do not express our opinion in the first introductory paragraph, not in the developing paragraphs. There are usually 5 paragraphs total, 4 or 5, but we do it in the last paragraph, which is the conclusion. Remember, we're going to say it in a minute. We have an introductory paragraph, 2 or 3 body paragraphs, and then the conclusion. Normally, essays are made up of 4 or 5 paragraphs, no more. Maybe 3 introductory, body paragraph, and the conclusion, but I like to have at least 3 or 4 or 5, at least personally. Phrasal verbs, which are considered informal or neutral, should be avoided. You can use 1 or 2, but try not to have the essay full of phrasal verbs, which is good because they're not easy anyway. So, and number 5, the vocabulary must be formal and specific. Okay, it must be formal and specific. Okay, so those are the 5 rules we need to remember. Remember, do not use contractions, do not express your opinions, at least in the beginning. express them at the end in the conclusion. Do not use many phrasal verbs and use formal and specific vocabulary. All right, very important tips. Okay. When I was at the university in America, for my Composition 1 and Composition 2 classes, the first and the second year of the university, I had to write a lot. I had to write at least 12 or 13, 6 and 6. So in each course, we had to write 6,000 words. So I ended up writing 12,000 words, and they told us in more detail how to write essays, because there are several types of essays: description of things, comparing and contrast, but there are a lot. But anyway, this is just a general idea. Okay, now the paragraphs are the following ones. Hello, Sharma, how are you? Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, Alejandra, are you still with us? Are you? I hope you didn't fall asleep. Too much information here. Please, Alejandra, let me know if you're with us. Okay, so hello, Sharma, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so the essay should have between 4 and 5 paragraphs, and this is the structure, okay, between, again, 4 and 5. I prefer them with 5. It depends on what you're talking about. Okay, paragraph number 1 is the introduction, okay. Something very important to keep in mind is that the introduction should be a worked and interesting paragraph. It's the most important paragraph because that's what the person is going to read first, the other person who's reading your essay. So if he or she is not hooked up on your introduction, he or she is not going to read it. So be careful with the introduction because it is extremely important. Okay, Alejandra is not answering. I don't know if she fell asleep. Alejandra, Earth calling Alejandra, please answer, please acknowledge. Ileana, you're still there? I don't want to make you fall asleep. But anyway, let's continue. Now, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4, you should have 1 paragraph per idea, okay? 1 paragraph per idea. Do not use 2 paragraphs for the same idea. It's not recommended, okay? So if you're going to talk about 3 different things, you have 3 paragraphs. If you're going to talk about 2 different things, you just use 2, all right? But again, try to not to use the same paragraph for the same ideas. Okay, hey, you're here, Ileana. Alejandra is not. Alejandra probably fell asleep. Well, thank you, Ileana. I'm glad you're there. Thank you very much. Okay, so, and then we have paragraph number 4 or 5, depending on the number of paragraphs that you have, no more than 5. We have the conclusion. Remember, this paragraph also plays an important role. Okay, nothing of the above should be repeated, at least not with the same words. Okay, much less the same words, because that would not add anything new. All right, so don't write exactly the same thing that you wrote before. Okay, and remember, it is, if you decide to write 5 paragraphs, then you will have 3 of body. And it is important that all paragraphs are roughly, approximately the same in terms of size, equal in size, okay? Including introduction and conclusion. For example, don't have an introduction with 10 lines and a conclusion with only 2 lines. So try to keep them roughly equal in size. Try to do it as much as possible. Maybe 1 more line is okay. But if it is a huge difference, it will not look good, okay? It will not look good. All right. So here is some language to show distancing. In other words, you don't express your own ideas openly. So you could say, for example, in terms of expert opinion, you could say, well, some experts claim that. Okay, you have done your research and you say some experts claim that. Another expression could be experts strongly believe that. Okay, these are just examples. Okay, number 3, some experts argue that, blah 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 blah, whatever you want to say. Okay. Or studies have shown that, okay, so it's more impartial, You're not showing your opinion, even if you agree or disagree, but that's what you use. Now, in terms of people's opinion, you could say, according to people's belief. Number 2, it is a common belief that, or contrary to popular belief. And the last one, which is a little longer, people have been debating the principles of beauty for years, okay? So again, you can use expert opinion or you can use people's opinion, whether you agree or disagree, doesn't matter, okay? But try to keep it neutral as much as possible, okay? Unless in the essay, they're asking you for your personal opinion. Of course, if it is your personal opinion, it's a different story. Okay, very good. So what else can you use? You can use the words seem or appear. For example, technology appears or seems to be playing an important role in children's education. Now, that is true. Okay, another example, sports seems or appears to be more and more popular among teenagers. Okay, so these are examples in which you can use the words seem or appear. Okay, now in terms of the words may or might, which are modals of probability, these are modal verbs, as you know. You can use a sentence such as, many young people might be reluctant to work for free. Well, young people and old people too. Okay, nobody wants to work for free. And number two, all people may be deemed as an important group in society. Okay, so again, you use a may or might. Okay, again, these are examples. And we can also introduce quotes from an expert in the topic. Okay, so you could say, to illustrate this issue, blah blah blah. Robert is whatever, a famous person said this. Okay, or as a way of example, or for instance, one more detail. For instance, Richard Nixon said, if you're talking about the topic and a famous person says something related to the topic. Okay. Don't forget to use adverbs. Most of my students forget to use adverbs. They give the essay a different tone when you use them. Okay, for example, you could say undoubtedly. You can also say conversely. You can also say additionally. Okay, so adverbs are used at times to emphasize an idea. That's why they are so important. And at other times to introduce a paragraph or a new idea, as it is in the case of additional, conversely, etc., etc. So you can use them once again to emphasize an idea or to start a paragraph as a linker. Okay, as a linker. So adverbs are very, very common and very, very important in essays. Okay, let's see what else we have here. For the conclusion, don't forget, finally, the conclusion. Number one, for example, these are sentences, example sentences. In the light of these pros and cons, whatever. With all the above in mind, I tend to believe, because now you're giving your opinion here, okay? But based on something, all right? On balance, weighing ups and downs, I believe that, okay? I genuinely think that, okay? And another one is, of the two arguments outlined above, supposedly you have only two paragraphs above, as far as I'm concerned, the most effective ability is whatever. And then you give your opinion based on something that you have been explaining before, okay? And last but not least, it is important, extremely important, that you include in your essay, hello, Julie, how are you? Okay, a little late, I'm almost finished. Well, welcome, Julie. Anyway, and last but not least, it is extremely important that you include in your essay advanced level grammar and vocabulary. Remember, this is a level B2, which is upper intermediate. You cannot write everything in present simple and past simple. Please do not do that. Do not do that. Try to use, there is life beyond present simple and past simple, all right? So you can use a present perfect, conditional, I don't know. Try to use a richer vocabulary because the essay will look much, much better. Again, remember, this is a level B2, or tomorrow we will have level C1. And try to, I mean, you can write things in the simple present, simple past, of course, but try to go beyond that, of course. Don't leave it in simple present, simple past because it will look too basic, okay? Also, don't forget to use linkers, either with the adverbs or with words such as last but not least, moreover, first of all, etc., etc. Hello, Pilar, how are you? Long time no see. Welcome back. Well, I think you were with us last week, Pilar, on B2, yes, I think so. So anyway, try to keep it not extremely complicated. Don't try to look or to write extremely complicated sentences or very, very long. No, don't do that. That is the other extreme, okay? So both extremes are bad. Only simple present and past simple is bad, but the other extreme is bad too. Okay, are you ready for an example? Here we go. Well, I'm going to show you a very short example. It's very, very short, but at least it will give you an idea, okay? Do not fall asleep because today we have two jokes, not one, but two jokes, okay? I'm going to share with you two jokes for today. Okay, are you still with me? Say, everybody say hello, other than Pilar. Remember, two jokes for today, ladies and gentlemen, because I know this is a very dense topic, and I'm going to reward you with two jokes today. So, you have seen this announcement in an international English language magazine. It's just an example, okay? My favorite hobby. Okay, do you have a favorite hobby? If so, tell us what it is and why you enjoy it so much. Nobody's saying hello, you're all asleep. We will publish the most interesting articles in the next month's edition of our magazine, right between 140 and 180 words. Okay, so this is an example, all right? Please, somebody say hello. Alejandro, are you with us? Mario, Eliana, Sharma, Pablo, please say hello. Okay, so here is the example. Eliana, thank you very much. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. Eliana is still awake. Thank you very much. I promise I will share with you two jokes in a minute. In about a couple of minutes, I will show them to you. All right, so stay with me, please. Stay with me. Again, this is B2. This is upper intermediate levels. So thank you, Mario. All right, so here is the whole thing. I'm going to read it slowly. As you can see here, there are 4 paragraphs. You can have 5, but in this case, there are 4. The first one, as you know, is the introduction. The second one is the first body paragraph. The third one is the second body paragraph. And the last one is the conclusion. As you can see, approximately all of them have between 3 and 4 lines. Okay. Hello, Pablo. Thank you for waking up. Okay, so paragraph number 1, 3 lines. Paragraph number 2, 3 lines. Paragraph number 3, 4 lines, and the last one 3 lines. So it's very consistent. Okay. So, and the title of this paragraph called it is All About Music. It's also good to a good idea to give it a title. Huh? So he said, or he or she, I don't know if it is a man or woman. He or she said All About Music, and the introduction goes like this. We are surrounded by music in our lives. That is true. At home, in shops, in pubs, and bars, and so on. That's a good word, a good sentence. Okay. It catches your attention because it is true. However, do you ever spend time actually looking for new music? Discovering amazing music and listening to it non-stop is one of my favorite pastimes. So it's a good introduction. The moment you read it, you are like, okay, this is very interesting. I'm going to keep on reading. Okay, so it's a pretty good introduction. Let's move on to the first paragraph, the body paragraph. Because most of the music on the radio these days is very commercial, I do my best to spend time looking for new music online. It's such a rewarding feeling when you come across a catchy song or album that you've never heard of before and you love it straight away. Okay, first point, first paragraph. Second paragraph, second point, he or she now is going to talk about something else now, related to music, but something else. That's why he or she wrote it on a third paragraph or second body paragraph. Thanks to streaming music services like Spotify and iTunes, I can go online, browse some sites, and get to know great musicians and bands from around the world. What I also like to do is go into record stores and browse the wide variety of music they have. It's nice to go home, put on a record, and chill out listening to it. All right, it's pretty good. Good grammar, good vocabulary, good linkers, no spelling errors. Pretty good so far. And now here comes the conclusion, the same size as the other paragraphs. So instead of listening to the typical music that's played on the radio, why don't you do a little research and perhaps you'll discover your new favorite song or band. Try it out. And you know what I mean. So he or she is giving his or her opinion. No matter what your age is, you can take up this fun hobby. All right. So once again, this is a very short example of an essay about music, and the person wrote it pretty good. First introduction, the last one is the conclusion, and 2 body paragraphs. So I hope you like today's class. We haven't finished yet, but as I promised, I'm gonna show you 2 jokes. Okay, if you're still awake. All right. So here we go. Joke number 1. Okay, it goes like this. A man tells his doctor, "Doc, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." The doctor replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you." Okay. So once again, a man tells his doctor, yes, Eliana, I didn't want to make it too long because again, I didn't want to bore you to death, you and the rest of the students. So it's consistent and right to the point. So with this, maybe you need to watch the lesson a few times, go back and forth, but it will help you to write essays for sure, for sure. If you follow these instructions, for sure you will. Of course, when I was in the States, they taught us many more details, of course, because the essays were much longer. Each essay had approximately 500 words. So this is just this is a little bit different. But anyway, it will help you anyway. So once again, a man tells his doctor, "Doc, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." And the doctor replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you." I don't know if you get the double sense of the joke. I hope you do. When you follow people in Twitter. Anyway, and the doctor doesn't understand maybe. Okay, so joke number 1. Only Sharma got the joke. I hope everybody else did. Pablo, you got the joke. Okay, very good. Iliana, you got the joke. Very good, very good. Alejandra has abandoned us. Alejandra doesn't want to know anything about us anymore. Anyway, so joke number 2. Me, I love my life. And my life answers, "Excuse me, we are just friends." So me says, "I love my life." And my life answers back, and he said, "Oh, excuse me, we're just friends. What are you talking about?" Oh, Alejandro is still there. Okay, good. Anyway, I hope you like this second joke. It's very short, but it's easier to understand. So you say, hey, I love my life. And my life says, excuse me, we're just friends. What do you think? What do you think about me? Eh? Who do you take me for? Who do you take me for? Anyway, so that's joke number 2. As I promised, 2 jokes for today. Probably 2 jokes for for next week and for tomorrow. Okay, but another thing. Today's thought. Oh, hello, Juan. How are you, my dear friend? Okay, tell him I say hello too. Juan. Okay. Oh, Alejandra, you like the joke? Okay, very good. Now, today's thought goes like this. Let's see what you think. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. Very deep. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. What do you think about that one? Hello, Ezekiel. Ezekiel, how are you? Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, you will join us tomorrow in the C1 class. Very good. All right. Thank you very much, Ezekiel, for joining us. Pablo says, but I love the sense of like very much. Okay. All right, Pablo, thank you for your comment. So what do you think about this thought? I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. So he or she not only gives you homework to do, but also he or she gives you something to think about. I like teachers like that. I like teachers like that because they are trying to teach you something other than just giving you homework to do, which is important. But yeah. Okay, so he's my son. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, Ezekiel. All right. Yes. I think he told us the other day, Mario. Thank you very much. Yeah, he told us. He told us. So, like father, like son. Okay, that is another expression, like father, like son. It's a pleasure to have both of you here in the channel, Mario and Ezekiel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, he's 22. Wow, he's over age. No problem. Very good. Very good. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Mario and Ezekiel, for joining us. Ileana agrees. That is true and important. Thank you. I'm not sure I bring you happiness, but I try to keep it as entertaining as possible, Sharma. I try to keep a good sense of humor. But hello, Gustavo. How are you? Long time no see, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, yeah, I'll try to bring happiness, or at least bring some humor into the classes. Okay. Thank you, Sharma, for your comment. All right, well, this is all for today, folks. To learn more, don't forget to subscribe to my new channel, which is JC's Online English School. The old channel is history. Now I'm on my own. I'm not working for the other company anymore. I'm on my own. I repeat, I am my own boss, which is what I always wanted to be. And trust me, I work much better. I don't have anybody telling me what to do. So yes, I'm very happy, very satisfied with what I'm doing. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel. We are getting close to 300. We're almost getting close to 300 in less than 2 weeks. So we're doing okay. Thanks to you. Thanks to all of you. Okay, do not forget to hit the like button. I hope you like the channel or the video, and to share it with other people. Maybe you know somebody from the university or from school who needs to write essays in English. So maybe you want to share it with him or her. Okay, so please do so. Please do so. So again, yes, subscribe, please. We're getting close to 300. Okay. Okay, let's see the comments. Pablo says, thank you very much for the class. It's always a pleasure, Pablo. You deserve it. Okay, you're a wonderful guy. Mario says, I'll see you next Monday, teacher. You can join us tomorrow, Mario, with your son if you want. No problem. It's going to be a little bit more advanced than today's class because reports are harder to write, but it's going to be good as well. So, Ileana, I'd like to see you tomorrow there as well, because you're going to find it very, very interesting. I think there are 2 jokes also. I'm not sure, but I think so. So long. Mario says, I don't have C1 level yet, but you will always learn something new, Mario. So there is nothing to lose. It's free. So, and then you're welcome, Sharma, for the class. Don't forget, if anybody wants private classes, that's my number. As a matter of fact, I have 2 classes after this one with a guy, a friend of mine, and then another student who is from Toledo, Spain. A wonderful girl. So I have 2 more classes before the day is over. Those are private classes. Those, they pay me for them. So if you're going to have 4 classes, let me know. Remember, on Mondays, we have lesson or level A1, Tuesday, level A2, Wednesday, B1, Thursday, today, B2, and Fridays, C1. Don't forget, all right? Alejandra, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for staying awake. Thank you for not falling asleep. Just kidding. So that's all, folks. Thank you for your attention. And don't forget, as I always say, have a nice day. Yes. Well, thank you very much, Ileana. I'm glad you like it. A little bit dense, in my opinion, but it's important to know. It's important to know. So come back, please, tomorrow. You and Juan, Come back tomorrow. And Pablo says goodbye, everyone. All right, goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at 4:15 Spanish time. Have a wonderful day and be good. Be good. God bless you. God bless you all. Goodbye. Bye-bye.